Welcome back to my channel Math with Amina. In the last question of the exercise, we need to determine which expression is greater and by how much. So this question has two parts, and in each part we are given two expressions in which we have to determine which one is greater and by how much. So let's just take a start with the first part of the first pair of expression, I would say. So in here we are having 8 raised to the power of 0 multiplied by 4 raised to the power of 4. So in order to take a start with solving it, evaluating it, we take a start with 8 raised to the power of 0. 8 raised to the power of 0, remember, any non-zero number raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So 8 raised to the power of 0 will be equal to 1. Now the second part of this expression, 4 raised to the power of 4, it means 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4, which is equal to 256. So 256 multiplied by 1 is equal to 256. This means that the first expression is equal to 256. Now coming to the second part of expression of the question, we have 2 raised to the power of 4 multiplied by 3 raised to the power of 4. So 2 raised to the power of 4 means 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, and then 3 raised to the power of 4 means 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. Now 2 raised to the power of 4 is equal to 16, and 3 raised to the power of 4 is equal to 81. So 16 multiplied by 81 is equal to 1296. Now comes the comparison part. We compare the two values. The first expression is 256. The second expression is 1296. Since 1296 is greater than 256, the second expression is greater. To find by how much this expression is greater, we subtract the smaller value from the larger value. So in here, 1296 minus 256, we get 1040. Therefore, the second expression is greater by 1040. Now, let's evaluate the second pair of expressions. The first expression is we have 4th root of 625 multiplied by 3 raised to the power of 6. Since 625 can be written as 5 raised to the power of 4, the 4th root of 625 would be 5, because this 4 gets cancelled with the 4th root. We are left with 5 only. And 3 raised to the power of 6, it means that 3 multiplied by 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 3, which is equal to 729. So 5 multiplied by 729 is equal to 3645. The second expression and this is the 6th root of 729 multiplied by 4 raised to the power of 4. Since 729 is equal to 3 raised to the power of 6, so we can write it under the root as 3 raised to the power of 6. This way, the 6th root gets cancelled with the power of 6, as these are the inverse operations. So we are left with 3 multiplied by 4 raised to the power of 4. 4 raised to the power of 4 is equal to 256. So 256 multiplied by 3 is equal to 768. Now the comparison of the two values. The first expression is 3645. The second is 768. Since 3645 is greater than 768, the first expression is greater. By how much? In here, so 3645 minus 768, and we get 2877. Therefore, the first expression is greater by 2877. That's all for question number 11. I hope the concept is clear, and so is the process of the solution. Happy learning!